Hello everyone, MADZOOK Joe Jekel, and this is what I'm starting to call for our YouTube channel. We're getting a kind of an order here how we're going to bring to you in the next couple of months, and what these are called is Joe's perspective. All right, so I offer a perspective. You know, my perspective is not always right. It feels like it's right to me. You know, I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm real. All right, and so. Today's subject in Joe's perspective is truth. All right, so truth. What does this mean? There's a couple versions of truth, all right? Of course, there's the post-positivism, that's a hard one, version of truth, which means everyone gets a truth. You know, you get a truth, I get a truth, there's a truth, blah, 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 all the truth. Then there's an absolute truth, okay? An absolute truth would be, you know, water is wet. Right? You know, no matter what you think or what I think, that water's wet, right? An absolute truth would be if you don't drink water, you will die as a human. You have to hydrate. So that's an absolute truth. All right. So there's things that go on in life that are true and untrue, and we want to focus on the truth. All right. So if we're focused on the truth, that is, do we speak the right word? Do we tell the truth? The truth, what I say may not be what you receive to be the truth. Like I might think something that I'm saying is genuine, and you might say, hey, man, Joe, that's bullshit, right? And so am I trying to say something untrue to you, or do we have a different view of what may or may not be true? All right, so you have to look at meaning behind truth as well as a perspective of truth, right? So am I meaning to say something wrong to you? Am I doing it in a malicious manner? Or is just our perspective different? Now, this isn't only what I say to you, it's what we all communicate with in the world. So someone might be able to say something to you that you don't quite understand, and you automatically think it's untrue, or maybe you process what they're saying as not being true from whatever data you may possess. You may be correct. There may be more data that you know that they don't know, and they say something is untrue, right? You may be more learned than them. They may be more learned than you. So the truth really comes out more in communication and intention than it does in absolute clarity. All right, like I said, there's a few absolutes in the world of truth, but they're very few. And I challenge you to sit down and try to write down 10 absolute truths. And when I say absolute truths, means there better not be any other answer that it could be. All right, so if you can't find those, we get into perspective truth or post-positive truth, and this becomes a little fuzzy area on communication. And so look at intention. What did the person intend? And did they do it with malice, or did they do it with neglect? All right, now that's one version of how to do the truth. So something else that's true, or the truth, is that we must be true to ourselves. All right, so the MADZOOK philosophy basically is self-discovery comes for personal development, which leads to performance enhancement. All right, you've heard me say this multiple times, and you'll hear me say it multiple more times. And of course, we use a 4-pillar approach for our philosophy on how to achieve these 3 things. All right, well, the most important thing is candid assessment. Now, that's me being candid when I assess you. So what I see, I'm going to say. Doesn't mean it's right. It's what I see. So it's what I say. That's me being true. Now, you being true to yourself, you have to also evaluate what was said. You have to also evaluate the results of what took place, right? So, and you have to be true to yourself. You have to be true to what you love. You have to be true to who you love. You have to be true to the things that you know that you like or don't like, all right? Don't live a shitty life because you want to give someone else a feeling that you're true, or that their truth is more important than yours, right? You get one life, one trip around the big blue moon. Is the moon blue? Not sure. Perspective truth. Maybe you think it's true. I don't know. All right, definitely not an absolute truth. So as we go around that circle, we get one try. Be true to yourself. This means you have to know who you are. You have to know who you are before you can determine who you will become. And the only way you can do this is with candid assessment, and you actually evaluate evidence and then process your emotion. Process your logic. Use all the domains: the affective, the emotion and feeling, the physical, the body, the anatomical, and the cognitive, all right, which is our memories, our thoughts, our evidence that we can observe and deduce. So I want you to do these things now. Try to find what is true for you. not only in what someone else says to you, but try to find something that is true for you on how you feel, all right? Does it feel wrong to you? Because if it feels wrong to you, how can you have a true and good feeling to it? If it doesn't feel wrong to you, but someone else says it should feel wrong to you, do you belittle yourself? Do you minimize yourself to accept that version of truth because someone else might want it to be? No, you have to be true to who you are. You have to be true to your core. You have to be true to your wants and to your needs, all right? So this is how we become a better collective, all right? Because if we can't be true to ourselves, how in the world are we going to be true to anyone else, right? And so you must understand, self-discovery is all about discovering the truth, all right? The truth about the self, all right? So you need to be true as you try to find out and recognize who you are, because that's going to lead you to develop into who you want to become, and then you're going to performance enhancement and you're going to be able to be better at it, all right? And once you get better at it, then you're a better human. And when you're a better human and you're living in truth, yours to yourself and your perspective on how you treat others, if you mess up, you do something untrue, maybe you have to tell a little white lie, you know, these things are there. Was your intention right? So, you know, hey, do I look good in these clothes, honey? Yeah, babe, sure. You know, we've all heard these things. Or, you know, did I do a good job, boss? What, I say, no, you suck. Do you know what I mean? And then crush that person's feelings when they're really trying to do good? Or was it an okay job? And I say, you know, yeah, hey man, you did a great job. It's, you know, we're okay with it. Or do I make them redo it all over because I'm unhappy with it? Do I bring someone else to do it? So there's versions of true that aren't quite the truth, right? And so this is what I'm talking about. There's Joe's perspective on the truth. The only person that you can be absolutely 100% true to is yourself. And that you must be, all right? So be true to yourself, be true to the world. When you can, try to be truthful. All right, if you get in a position where you have to use a perspective truth, at least make sure you believe it's true, and don't intentionally tell someone something harmful that's untrue. All right, so that's my take, and this is what I will share with you if you were a client of mine, and this is what I shared to you today on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Joe Jekel, www.youtube.com/MADZOOK, and of course our homepage site, www.madzook.com. Look forward to seeing you at one of our seminars or my speeches. Thanks for watching, thanks for reading, and we appreciate all of you.